Got another old house whose expiration date is today. From the outside, this looks like a pretty peculiar house. So let's go inside and see if it's a Frank Lloyd Wright or if it's a Dr. Seuss. Kind of a nice, cozy approach to the front door. See the grout lines on the brick don't quite match up, but that's okay. Nice front door entrance, okay. First thing I noticed was see the groove on the back of the door and the metal strip on the jamb. See the metal strip on top of the door? That's old school weather seal. Hear that squeak? Everybody remember that? No sponge weather stripping on a door, that quality. Okay, we're in the entry and look how small. I had to back out of the entry just to film it. Oh, we have the green slate with an awesome little feature in the middle. So, all right, way to make that entry look even smaller by putting a square in the center of it. Okay, cool. Door handles. I like those. Coat closet. Let's turn around. Okay, big living area. Nice fireplace with the utensils still there. They look like they're used, and that's what everyone saw back in the day. Always had the little shovel, little poker, and the little broom. I used to use those and clean up around for my grandmother at her house. Big window, yes, I love it. Appliances out here. Probably the abatement guys had to move them out. Yeah, you see the hole in the wall where the abatement guys had to poke a hole just to make sure nothing was, nothing hazardous behind the wall. Let's just put it that way. Okay, big living area. Let me sweep around. Go into what looks to be the dining room with a fancy wall paneling. Oh yeah, Greg Brady. Everyone wanted this back in the day with a wood-turned chandelier. Look at that. Wonder if, yeah, that was really cool. And see the little hooks in the ceiling everywhere. You know how many of those I pulled out and had to patch the holes before painting the ceilings? Okay, and then this set of cabinets looks out of place. It looks new, so maybe they put that in later on. Looks like it may have had some sort of a kind of an odd pass-through or something there. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Oh, let's go into the kitchen. Okay, look at the fancy tile. Wow, when people back then came in here, and then a little metal edge all around that's formed. Yes, look at that metal edge. That is custom. All the way around. That tile was it back then. The cabinets look period correct with the old style hinges that you can see from the outside. Yes. Okay. Must have been where the refrigerator was. Stove. There's a vent on the ceiling. Okay. Oh, look at that sink. 350 coats of porcelain. You'll never get through that with those SOS pads. Hookups for what looks like where the dishwasher went. So yeah, it would have been cool to see the old school flooring in here to go with these cabinets and fixtures and everything, and see how that all blended. But I'm gonna have to figure out some way of getting in here before the abatement guys do. Let's go out of the kitchen and look at this atrium. Yes, custom. Love it. Except it hasn't been maintained. Looks like a little water intrusion or maybe some sweating from the humidity or something. Turn these wood. Wow, look at that. This thing's nice. And they're solid. But then they put window tint because 5 minutes after they built this, they realized it heated the house up about 38 degrees Celsius. And then they went, either window tint or drapes. And then track lighting. Okay, look at that. And then to save on the heat, they went with fluorescent lamps inside, so none of the spotlights. So that kind of takes away from the ambiance of what the track lighting was supposed to look like. But back in the day, if you walked in a house and it had track lighting, you were top notch. You were envied. And then we have a patio door that goes out to what looks like blackberry bushes, and I'm not sure what this big fan is for. I don't know, did they, maybe those Maybe those plants were inside at some point and escaped. Okay, let's go through here. What is a bathroom doing directly off of, oh, this is odd, with a pocket door and a toilet right there? So excuse me a minute, I have to use the bathroom. Okay, that wouldn't be my style. And look at the cabinets, original wood cabinets. I painted many of these in my younger days with fancy angled drawers. Look at that. Look at that. What do we have? Oh, there is, it's like the laundry. All right. And a swing away. Okay, for your little cup and toothbrushes. Couldn't figure out. I like that. Another, oh, dual light fixtures, but still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We have a dozen. So you are in this bathroom about every 3 weeks, changing one of those. And a skylight. Okay. And I'm not sure. Let's look at something real quick. What is this little shelf doing? Is this little shelf for that? Somebody tell me what that little shelf was for, because we have a toilet roll holder. We have a toilet roll holder already. Okay. Bathtub. Man, I want to keep these, but just a plastic surround. But yeah, love it. And then go out to this hallway, which is, okay, let's go in the living room and act like, okay, so we have a pocket door. We have a pocket door here to give some privacy, but we have 2 doors. I don't want to manage 2 doors in a bathroom. Okay, that should have been, as far as I'm concerned, that should have been a wall. Just walk around. Okay, let's keep going. What is this? Is this a bedroom or a bedroom with a little seating arrangement? And again, patio door, so that's different. Patio door going out to shrubbery. So yes, evidently this was a bedroom, but really cool window, little pocket in there, but so you had a bedroom with a little seating area. Okay, we'll take it. Let's go back out. Go into the next. Okay, linen closet in the hallway. Go in here. Here's another bedroom. And this bedroom is not all that exceptionally large. Let me get back in the corner. Look at it real quick. Okay, nice big open window. I love that. Bypass doors. And there again, for some of you that are installing these or will install these, that's the correct way. You don't see the butt edge of the primary door coming in. That's the correct way to swing them in. Look at this closet. Whoa! We have a little fortress back here. It looks like it's made to kind of step up, and so, I don't know, man, that would be stuffed with games and toys and everything. Wow, there's a lot of storage right there. So that closet goes back there. That's kind of neat. Let's get out of here. All right, so that's it for the top floor. 2 bedrooms, but 1 bedroom is kind of a half bedroom. Let's go downstairs. Whoa, I am already raking my hat, and I have to tip my head to one side just to get down this stair. Okay, left. Paneling yet again. Big window though, love it. Get to look out there and see the neighbors walking around and mowing their yards. Okay, nice showing unit. Fireplace, brick. Okay. Little lower level rumpus room or whatever. You kids get downstairs. You're bugging me up here. We're trying to talk. All right, let's look. What do we got here? Okay. Little under closets or under the stair storage. Go in here. Another room, even a lower ceiling. Okay. What's behind door number 1? What is this? Can't tell. Let's look in here. Okay, HVAC room. See how far it goes back. Okay, just a bunch of ductwork. All right, so there we go. That's what's on the other side of that door. In case you have to get to the controls or something. Okay, and then what is this? Okay, we have a window that opens, but look outside. It opens to a little pocket. What is going on? It opens to a little pocket area. Okay, we got something. What is this? So is this a wildlife terrarium or something? Do you sit here at night and watch the raccoons come in here and the rats and possum? Anything else that's in this area? Could you put food out? Have your own little indoor-outdoor zoo or something? I have never seen anything like this. I don't think that meets code. Definitely not an escape. Okay, there's Dad's control box. Has to come all the way downstairs to get everyone to turn their lights out. Gets tired of yelling about the power bill. Let's go in here. All right, we have a water heater. Looks like a kind of a, they did this later on, little laundry areas. Oh, we have a little bonus restroom back here with no doors. Okay, so a door there and a door here. So now, there again, you're managing two doors. You thought you had both of them blocked. Dual fluorescent fixtures on the top. Yeah, this is kind of odd. So we have a laundry area, a bonus room, and whatever this room is for doesn't necessarily look like a bedroom. Let's go in here. Turn right. Panelized, okay, gun rack, door, some shelving. What was this? Just someone's oversized closet, or was this just for all the... Be interested to find out what this is for, because it's only about 4 feet wide. All right. Okay, so this room, we have fixtures in the ceiling, low ceiling yet again. Door going to the outside, washer dryer in here. So what are we doing? This is the craziest layout. So this had carpet down here, but was this the master bedroom down below? Why would you be down here? It's kind of musty. It's little, you could feel the dampness in this lower area. But yeah, maybe someone just had this as an apartment down here or something. But really crazy to think. Let's go back upstairs. Let me, I'm ducking. I am hunched over going up these stairs. So I don't know. That's not code either. You don't want William knocked out at the bottom of the stairs and you got to drag him all the way back up. Yeah, so to review, 2 bedrooms. Neither one of them is all that big, so, man, not fancy. And then 2 bedrooms have to dash across the hall. If they have guests or someone over coming in the front door, got to make sure this pocket door is closed to go in there. And then, oh, we forgot we had Betty over for breakfast, and I didn't lock that pocket door right there. And, you know, little commotion, getting ready in the morning. I don't know. A lot of entertaining area, but not a lot of lounging and sleeping and getting your rims in. So yeah, this is different. We haven't even gone across the alley and looked inside the garage. All right, one thing to notice, Dutch door. Check it out. Hey, keep the dog in, keep the kids in, be able to open up and yell across, Hank, time for dinner, get in here. Spending too much time in that garage. Okay. Let's get that closed back. I like it. Who has one of those? There again, another one of those styles that everyone, when they came over, oh man, I wish I had that. Okay, let's go outside. First, we'll notice the little makeshift cover, plastic panels. Those are awesome. They make a lot of crunch when Charlie's getting ready to blast them. But you see the steel structure going across, so I don't know if that was engineered or it looks like someone drug that home from work, because they left the one little end to maybe hang a plant off of. But then, you know, whatever. And then here's a wall with a couple of panels that probably let light in with some shelving. And then they have their little garden shed right here. So that's cool. And then we'll take a walk around in a second. Let's go in this garage. Okay, it's open. Wow. Oh man, don't tear this thing down. Oh man, somebody enjoyed this garage for years. Got a little spotlight or ocean light there. Look at this place. Oh, some kind of a fan motor. Wonder what that's for. Is that just exhaust? Looks like it. Old wood, look at the wood garage doors. New springs. Wood garage door. And then, what is this, a heating unit as well? We've got, oh yes. No wonder Hank was in the garage so much. He had his own little Taj Mahal out here. Wallboard, old drywall. It's, see the nails? 2 nails. Look at do-do. Oh, missed a couple of these seams. Oh, it's okay. But that's how it was done before. They didn't stagger joints. They just put the drywall up there and let it go brown. Never gonna figure out why somebody at some point didn't get a coat of paint. It's one of those things that just slowly goes brown and you don't notice it till one day you go, I need 300-watt lights in here. Anyway, look at all this stuff, big fixtures, lots of storage. Looks like it's been well used. Okay, we got some stuff up here. Big beam. Okay, what am I looking at? I have filters, custom cut and stuffed in the rafters. See those little blocks with little filters that slide in? I tell you, every time you find something, okay, I see what it is. See that little rolled up? That looks like a rolled up screen or barrier or tarp or something like that. That, you know, looks like a big roll of plastic that was dropped down. So I would think with this and with that exhaust fan, maybe he worked on cars in here and painted them. That was probably his spray booth. Okay, we're getting a feel here. Filing cabinet, look at the old school drawers. Love that. What is this? A little magnet. Oh man. I tell you, can I just buy this garage? And the first thing I do is get in here and wash everything real nice, let it dry out real good, and get some paint on here so you can see. Paint all of these rafters. Okay, we have, yeah, he's got plenty of power. Look at this. Oh, yes. Either that or I would insulate and drywall the ceiling. Make it nice, get it all painted. I want to show you one thing I noticed. Look at the mechanism for the, huh? See that? On a chain? Oh, I tell you, if I had the time, I'd take all that kind of stuff apart and I would use that for something. Oh well, Charlie's gonna be out there. We gotta get outside and walk around because Charlie is gonna fire up that piece of equipment. Go back outside. Let's see how much we can see on the outside here. Not a whole lot, but it looks like there's some stuff stuck behind the bushes. So here is, I like the fascia detail, but this intermediate protection right here needs to come out. Look at that big beam. So this was all kind of pieced together later on. It must have been a house with just a detached garage with plenty of yard, and then they just started kind of keeping it out of the rain. So we're over here with a big retaining wall. 3-car garage. Oh, but look at the dry rot. Ooh. Okay, so see, that would be the first thing that has to go. No maintaining there. Looks like it wasn't maintained. The glue lamp beam, yeah, look at that beam, been rotted for years. Okay, let's keep walking. Here's the outside. I love this. The entry. The entry, nice and cozy. Just needs everything trimmed back a little bit. And here is the outside. Yeah, look at these trees. So unless they wanted those trees just for privacy, or figure the feds were after them, who knows. But let's keep walking. Here's our beast sitting quietly, just waiting for the go-ahead. All right, see what we're up against? Here's the lower basement that we would have walked out with that odd bonus room. And then here's our little pop out. So, was that part of the original? I bet it was. Looks like it. And this, what am I looking at? Looks like a little pump setup. Let's keep walking. Yeah, so I think they either really like blackberries or just didn't get outside much. That is definitely oh, what am I looking? Oh no. Okay, now I know what that was around the corner. It was the pump to the spawn. Okay, anybody come over and use the spa anytime you like when we're gone. Yeah, feel free. So there's a spa in there, and they love their shrubbery. So, okay, where to start? I've got sore muscles, and yet I don't want to look like I was in a cat fight. Okay, here's the outside of the atrium. Yeah, that was pieced in there, so it would have been nice to see that before the atrium. That probably would have been a really cool, if you take away the atrium and put it back to just like a living room. So they cut that out at some point, I think. Unless, who knows, maybe it was built brand new like that, but I doubt it. It would have been fit at that roof line a little bit better. And then here's a wider view with our rotted glue lamp. I want to see when Charlie grabs that glue lamp, if it just falls apart or if it's still pretty solid in the middle. That'll be fun to watch. So just when you think you've seen it all, you've now seen more. And that's why I love doing these houses. I grew up working in these types of houses when they were new. And then to come out here after years and years of people living in them and adding their own little custom touches and everything else, this is what we end up with. A lot of maintenance, a lot of issues, a lot of work that's got to be done. So if you did buy this house as is, man, you'd be putting a lot of money. So now in a few minutes, Charlie will jump in that rig and get it fired up, and we'll see where he starts on this one. It's not typical little rectangle like we're used to. So see if he starts over here on this side and works his way through. I don't know. We'll just see. Find out what his approach is. They'll walk it here in a minute, get it figured out, and then we'll get going. Stay tuned. This is going to be a fun day. I just put you on record as waiting on day. Well, we had a really good day today. Got a little bit of a later start. In the walk, I said Charlie was going to be here, but Charlie got held up on another project. Dan came to the rescue, and the rest is history. I've got batteries that are all running out with my camera, my microphones, and me. And so I'm going to give you a couple more shots of Dan. They got to come back tomorrow and finish loading up. Got a couple more dumpsters, but I've got to get this into editing, which means I'm going to be sitting down at the computer all day tomorrow, try to piece this together and make it look good. So I really appreciate you guys watching. Sorry that we didn't get all the way down to the mop and glow at the bottom of the foundation, but we'll catch another one here real soon. So really appreciate you guys watching, and see you on the next one.